Music in the 1920s.
Downhearted Blues by Bessie Smith in 1923. West End Blues by Louis Armstrong in 1928. Blue Yodel by Jimmie Rodgers in 1928.
Dance in the 1920s.
The Waltz in the 1920s. The Charleston in 1925. Art in the 1920s.
Radiator Building by Night in 1926. People and Chillmark in 1920.
Movies in the 1920s.
Metropolis in 1927. The Gold Rush in 1925. Phantom in 1922.
Wars in the 1920s.
Franco-Syrian War 1920.
Economic depressions in the 1920s.
Movements in the 1920s. Women's rights movement in 1920.
Presidents in the 1920s.
Woodrow Wilson. Warren G. Harding. Calvin Coolidge. Herbert C. Hoover.
Significant people in Congress.
Bob Dole, 1923. Judicial branches. The Judiciary Act of 1925, known as the Judge Bill, was an act of the U.S. Congress that sought to reduce the workload of the Supreme Court of the U.S.
Inventions in the 1920s.
Station KDKA was made in 1920. The lie detector by John A. Larson was made in 1921. Band-Aids were made in 1921 by Earl Dixon.
Transportation in the 1920s.
My mind was free
1923.
and not inclined romantically when suddenly I stumbled over you and fell in love.
1926.
Our glances met, my heart stood still. I never knew that dreams came true, my dear, until I stumbled
1926.
over you and fell in love. Right from out the night.
Disasters of the 1920s. Wall Street bombing on September 16, 1920, Manhattan, New York City.
Tragedies.
The Great Dust Bowl of 1920, the biggest dust bowl ever.
Problems.
Prejudice, most likely to happen to African Americans. Significant milestones. The United States Daily is launched in 1926. Significant moments. June 1st, a race riot erupted in Tulsa, Oklahoma, killing around 85 people. People during this decade. Tony Randolph, who was an actor and was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma on February 26, 1920. Literature in the 1920s. F. Scott Fitzgerald published The Great Gatsby in 1925. This novel deals with the issues of excess, and it's widely interpreted as a cautionary tale.